Yo, yo. Drop 2 seconds off your time. Hopefully not at Suzuka. You don't need any more time at Suzuka, please.
Going double file.
Mic volume check.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs.
Got a 4-hour race coming up at COTA in about a month. Whoops. What's whoops? How's the stream quality? I have no idea what the delay is.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Oh yeah, temp
Car on the
overlays.
left.
Let's see if I can figure out how to do that. Alright, so why can I not move this window? Oh, you can only see the right half of it. I haven't even opened this yet. 1080p. Dope! I've got frames. I'll see what it's at. Overlay. Got it. I love that you can customize the position. Clutch. Oh, this is perfect. Size. Size up a little bit. Whoa, too much. Nope. That's good. Show graphs? That seems excessive. How do I customize what metrics are shown? I guess I can't. Frames, GPU, temp. That's good. CPU's at 81. That seems excessive. I guess I'm paused, so the game is probably working hard right now anyways, even though I'm not playing it. Let's play.
Clear on the left.
62 frames per second. Oh, you can't see that bar. I put the bar off to the side. There we go. Put it like right next to the mirror. That makes sense. Ooh. Oh, that's perfect. Dialed. Yeah, you can see it now. Yeah, 60 frames. I've got it, the quality pretty high, and they're 30 AI. I have no idea how single player with 30 cars compares to multiplayer with 30 cars. It might just be trashing my CPU performance or something, because I have to do all the physics for all 30 cars. Sounds like science to me. How's the volume balance? Last time my voice was almost inaudible.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
New computer parts. Woo! So glad I replaced it without breaking anything so far.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Need to work on the Super Nintendo 81. It's like fully loaded right now though. Streaming and a lot of cars. Running too hot. I wish I could see the fan speed. Because if the fan is not at 100, then that's needs to happen, right? Alright, let's tweak the settings. So I'll lower the quality even more. Curious on idle temps. Idling where? Like no game running or game running but in the menu? Nothing running. It's just sitting on desktop. I can do it right now. Looks like it's stabilizing at 81. With like high load. Oh yeah, you won't see that. I can just do that. Oh, you can see the screen still. Okay, nothing running. How come I have to move the overlay again? It's already cooling off to 70. Seriously, why can't I see fan speed? Tuning. Oh good, my junction temperature is at 52. Idle. It is coming down, but it's taking a while. It's 72 in the room. Check out my new keyboard. I bought a second one and then a keyboard tray. The Track Racer one. The one that like does the full swivel. So hopefully it'll be like because right now I just use a chair. Like a little stool. And then I also got, what did I get? Oh, I had a UPS backup, battery backup for the rig itself, but not the internet. So if our internet router ever dropped for a second, I would still lose connection, which like never happened. But just in case, I got a second UPS for that as well. Yeah, Keychron, dude, it's the third one I bought this year. I bought one for Kylie. She loves hers too. They're awesome. It's not wanting to go below 70, bad paste. I don't know, like it was factory applied and it was a full square. Or the cooler sucks. How can I check fan speed? GPU's at 50, that seems good. Oh, screen. How can I check fan speed? It used to be available. Oh, this is the wrong one. Yeah, well, these graphs used to be available for fan speed. Yeah, value. Oh, well, it's set to my old GPU. CPU or GPUs. Yeah, see, GPU stuff is still not available here, which sucks. I don't know why. GPU-Z. This looks right. I will await confirmation before downloading a virus. Temperature's at 67.2. Oh, I see my GPU fan speed. That's cool, just not the CPU. I know how to get into my BIOS now and do manual stuff and things. I think one of those things is change the fan curves. Undervolt. What? Yo, what up, Dad? Yeah, apparently the stream looks good, but we're just trying to figure out how to get the CPU temperatures down a little bit. Jeremy thinks my paste is not very good, but I didn't even do it. It came from the factory, and it looked okay to me. HW Info 64. Is that a program I download? Nope, already done. Just a tiny bit, like I dabbed my finger. I don't even think I got all the way through the thermal paste. It was like just a tiny, tiny bit. Did I ruin it with that? Just one little hotspot, you think? I doubt it's even much of a hotspot, especially because when I put the thing back on, you would think it would spread a little bit. Did it leave a mark? Yeah. And I mean, I had a little bit on my finger too. Gosh, Jeremy, freaking me out. Did I ruin everything? I have to take it all apart again? I don't want that. A new version? I just downloaded it. Let's just wait on that. Ryzen 5, that's the CPU. I still don't see a fan speed anywhere. Do you see fans? Oh, there's this whole window behind it. I didn't even notice that. Self-snoop. I'm out of my league here. Resting temp, still 67. I mean, I am streaming, so I'm not doing nothing. Should I shut down my stream for a minute? There's a tab I can expand. Hmm. Let's see if my CPU is... I mean, it's at 10%. It's not at no load. Click monitoring. Oh, I see. Up here. Sensor status. Okay. Core stuff. CPU. So, I mean, all three CPU cores are the same temp. I would expect them to be different if there was a hotspot, right? The min and the max are the same. Just trying to make myself feel good. I don't see anything with fans, dude. How is this possible? The motherboard is sending it a signal. Like I know I plugged it in and everything. Current medium average is what I was looking at, whatever. Do you see fan speed anywhere? Let's Google it, man. It might be a motherboard limitation. I don't know. This thing was probably cheap. Fan curves are set in the BIOS. I want to just go into the BIOS and see if I can't make it like 100% all the time, no matter what the load or temperature is. VC. Yo,
So
where's
go
where's
into I like mute this.
yeah, mute the stream.
Let's see here. I'm gonna mute the stream. Can you hear me?
Yep. Still there?
Okay. What about that?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Go to back out of that and go to report. That's not it. Oh, you see where it says sensors? Go to sensors. It's been a while since I've used this.
This is that same list. I mean, one of these is probably like the fan signal. It's just, oh, here we go. CPU 2, 1125 RPM. Is that it? I mean, they're all different though. Oh, it's min max current. That's why they're different. Is that right?
Let's see. here.
I mean, I see an RPM.
I guess your board doesn't report on fan speeds. That's just so strange.
Can you hear me right now?
CPU's running way too hot at idle.
Yeah.
What does your BIOS look like? Send me a screenshot of that.
Okay. Do you see like, I can see the RPM reported on one of these values now. Can, can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do you see, like, I see it under CPU 2 now, under my motherboard sensors. I see RPM.
Okay. And no case fans.
No, I have
It's wide
three.
open.
No, I have three case fans blowing in and one case fan blowing out. Oh, yeah, but sorry, no signals. No speed signals.
There's something wrong with either your mount on the CPU and I'm with thermal paste, it's very sensitive. Like a little touch on it will mess it up. Um,
I mean, how do people guarantee that their pea-sized dab spreads out to a square that covers just the CPU and doesn't seep out? You know what I mean?
they don't.
Like, you just keep trying until your temps seem okay.
Well, it's so the the really what they do is it's more of like a guess. What I do is I pre-spread mine onto the CPU itself, and then I mount it. Then I mount the fan on it. Um,
Like with a little
because like
brush.
yeah. Well, actually, I use like a flat piece, like a squeegee or something like that, and
Hmm.
I'll a very some of the thermal paste actually comes with a tip that you can spread it. So um, I pre-spread mine onto the CPU, and then I mount the the fan onto the CPU.
Hmm.
If you move it, like I'm talking, if you any movement that you have to do whenever you're mounting the fan, or even if like you touch the thermal paste, like that screws it all up. And what that tells me, when I'm looking at that, is that there's an air pocket or something. Is what I'm looking at.
Hmm.
Um, unless you can ramp, because at idle it should be at 30 to 40. I mean,
Yeah.
60 degrees sitting in idle like that's off the chain too hot.
Yeah.
So either the cooler's not good enough, which I don't believe,
Yeah, I mean, it came with it. It
or
was the one that was in the box.
yeah. Um, Now are there cases where that cooler isn't enough? Sure. Um, but those are in restrictive cases or overclocking, or you're not doing none of that though.
As far as you know.
Um, well, as far as I know.
Yeah, I guess I should go into the BIOS and maybe they just have some stupid fan curve on it.
Yeah, I would check the fan curves. But at idle, the fan curves really aren't going to matter. It's at like I said, at idle, it should be.
But if they have the fan only running at 25% speed because it's at idle,
Well, but the CPU should be set at max all the time. So that's what I would check the first thing.
right?
And if that is right, your case fans won't matter at idle. There you have a bad you got a bad either bad pressure on the CPU, or you have um or you just have a bad mount. You need some thermal paste. You need to clean it all off and try again.
Yeah, I mean, I
Um
didn't even buy thermal paste because it came with it, so I'll just have
yeah,
to buy
because it
some.
came with it. You can get it pretty cheap by the tube. And the
Yeah.
temps that you're running at right now are fine. Like 81 isn't gonna kill it. Um, it's just
Yeah, it could be
It's hotter
better.
than I've.
And
Yeah,
man, I have a feeling the fans are just like on low speed.
and if all the fans are on low speed in the BIOS, then crank them suckers up.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just go
Um,
100% for everything just to see if that's the problem. And if it is, then
mhm,
maybe I can start dialing them back.
Green light, go, go, go.
right, and then when you mounted the fan to the CPU, that Wrath cooler has springs on those screws, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it felt kind of
Um,
weird getting them to go equal because it was hard to tell when the threads were engaged on each one. But I tried my best to do
right.
it equal like you would putting on a wheel on a car.
And did you tighten it till it stopped?
I mean, yeah, I got it pretty tight. It felt like a
Okay,
hard
because
stop. It felt like it went from wanting to turn to not wanting to turn anymore.
yeah, because with those captive screws with the springs, like you go till it quits turning, um,
Right.
and then that's it. Um,
Yeah, my problem is I'm just afraid that everything is too fragile, and I think nothing is actually that fragile.
no, there's nothing that's that fragile.
It's just weird.
Yeah, but I would check the fans, and then if all of those are set good, then I would get some thermal paste and I'd repaste it. If you repaste it and you still see the same temps, then you need to find another coolant solution for it. But you shouldn't have to.
I've got a
You
ton of
shouldn't have to
space
get
for
them.
it, so
Yeah, I mean, you go bigger cooler, sure, but you shouldn't have to with that
well, what are my options? Like
processor.
ask for a return or something like that?
No, no. I mean, what you can do is you can get a bigger cooler. Um, maybe it's just that motherboard with the case setup and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, generally it wouldn't be not at idle, but um, you could go to a bigger cooler for like $40. Um,
Another
not
air-cooled
ideal.
cooler, not like a whole
Yeah,
liquid-cooled setup.
yeah, yeah. I would do an air cooler.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with
Wouldn't
that.
I wouldn't do water.
I see people like opening up their water lines in their case, and it just gives me nightmares. I have no
Yeah,
idea
just
why.
you can for that processor you can get an air cooler. That's just fine.
Okay,
But
well,
yeah, that's what I check. I mean, you can run it like it is now. It's not gonna kill it, but
yeah.
it could be better. Now, if you start seeing like 90, like that's the I'm gonna turn off territory.
Okay.
So, um, stream looked good though.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll turn the stream off so I can go into the BIOS and see where it levels off even with the stream not running because it was at 70
Yeah,
degrees with the stream only running.
yeah, and you could try that. Just kill everything running. Just a true idle, and see what that says.
Right on.
So,
When are you getting your monitors?
Sunday.
Cool. Good luck
So,
mounting them. Invite over a couple of
yeah,
friends.
yeah, no, it's gonna suck.
Right on, man.
So, but yeah, send me a screenshot of what temps look like once you close everything 100% out.
Cool.
I mean,
Later.
later.